In the beginning, I put together a team of MIT engineers to create a Braille watch for the blind. We worked really hard for a month and once we had a concept prototype, we took it to a blind user group for testing. Before we even started, one person said, "Hyung-soo, did you know that only 10 to 20% of people who are blind can read Braille?" So I doubted what I heard, because many people become blind later on their lives due to disease or accident. They don't develop a good sense of touch required to read Braille. So my team was ignorant of such facts. That was strike one. And after that, people kept asking questions like, how big is it? What is the material? What is the color? So this surprised me again and made me feel very embarrassed to realize that I wrongly assumed they would care mostly about the functionality and much less about the looks. Why did I assume a positive correlation between not being able to see and not wanting to look good? I was wrong, and that was strike two. And the last question people asked me was, is it specially designed only for the blind? And I said yes, and expected a positive response this time because we all like special limited design products. But they said, "Hyung-soo, you got it wrong again. That's not what we want. What we want is what everyone else also likes. The label designed for the blind, it draws attention to our disabilities and it separates us. It builds a wall between us and others." I never thought about that. So there was strike three and we are out. So this time I invited people with all different backgrounds and abilities, disabilities. So product designers, engineers, architects, students, teachers, and people who are blind to be a part of the design process. So the goal this time was to create something that looks beautiful, yet also functionally accessible to both people who are blind and people who are sighted. And that's why we are called E1, which is short for everyone.